God bless your hearts. It's Reverend Watson from Kingdom of Deliverance Baptist Church. And we're going to have a commentary for the verse of the day, which actually comes from Psalms 1, verses 1 and 2. From the Christian Standard Bible, it reads, "How happy is the man who does not follow the advice of the wicked, or take the path of sinners, or join a group of mockers. Instead, his delight is in the Lord's instruction, and he meditates on it day and night." Here's the thing. We're so busy we deal with situations and problems all the time. And instead of going to the Lord for counsel and going into prayer, one of the things that we do is we talk to other folks to try to get their advice. Yeah, that would make sense, because sometimes folks have been through the same things we've been through. Sometimes folks have been are going through the same stuff we've been going through. But here's the problem. Sometimes the advice we get from these folks who have been through some situations we've been through didn't get out their situation in a godly way. So their advice at times doesn't line up with what the Word of God says. They might have gotten out of it by the skin of their teeth, but they still have some consequences down the line that they have to deal with, because it was not God's way of solving the problem. Also, sometimes in order for us to get where we need to go, we walk down a path. Instead of allowing God to guide our feet and guide our path, we follow the path that has been most trodden or walked by other folks. And sometimes that path can lead to sin. And sometimes that path has been trailblazed by those that are still in their sin. That's what it means by what? Take the path of the sinners. A lot of times we start walking a road, and unfortunately we keep walking until we wind up dealing with the consequences of it. Then what happens is that we're in bigger trouble than what we started with. So therefore, we are not happy because we've taken that road, and we're not happy because we've taken the advice of wicked folk. Then there's other folks that mock other folks simply by how they look, what they believe, how they stand, where they come from, what they got in their pocket. We mock them. We talk about them. And guess what? God ain't happy with that either. We've got to be the ones that are not the ones that mock other folks. Because, again, we don't know their story. We think we know, but we truly don't know. We need to reserve our thoughts in these matters and only deal and look at folks as Christ would look at us, or Christ looks at everybody else. Remember, God is not a respecter of person. He's not into partiality, but he's impartial. But we should, instead of doing all that, we should delight in the Lord's instruction. Why? Because he's the one that is above everything. Why should we delight in the Lord's instruction? Because he's already set our path for us. Why should we delight in the Lord's instruction? Because he's wise beyond us. Because it does say in Isaiah that his thoughts are above our thoughts and his ways are above our ways. In other words, he knows what's up ahead. We don't. He's above. Why? He's above. It's just like for those that are blessed to have news choppers to look at traffic in the morning when it's rush hour. When you're on the Dan Ryan or the expressway, you don't get stuck in traffic. You don't know what's up ahead. You just know you're stuck. But when you're a news chopper, given the traffic report, you know what's causing the problem, because you can see higher and you can see farther. And that's what God does. He can see farther. He knows what's around the corner. He knows what's up ahead. And when we delight in the Lord's instruction, then we can meditate on it and finally find rest and security in knowing that God has got our back. God knows what's best for us, and God will bless us. Now, my brothers and sisters, I will bid you God bless. If you like the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. Also, if you have any questions or prayer requests, feel free to leave them in the comments below as well. Now, my brothers and sisters, always remember that everything is already all right, for God still sits on his throne. God bless.